I am now recording. I am now streaming. So we'll see what happens. Okay. And if you can say hello through the chat, that'd be good, so we can verify everything's working.
Hello, hello.
Well,
Do not yet see the stream.
I mean, type on the chat and
Oh,
Twitch.
yes, sorry.
Might as well get the server up. I really gotta set that remote control thing going. Oops. There we go. Ah, we have
Okay,
someone else.
I see the video, so I'm gonna go quiet for a minute while I check the audio.
Nope, we're fine. Hello and welcome all. This is our 15th live stream. Kind of scary at that. For those that care, the server is up. Now, Matt and I were testing earlier today, and one of the things I want to test today is fleets, because we really haven't been doing that. There's been a big thing about not cranking out enough ships. Well, I want to crank out enough ships. We were getting hit by gnats, meaning the enemy ships, and I was like, okay, well, let's crank out like 5 or 10 ships or whatever, and then tell them to go get them. And battle ensued, as you would expect. So I was like, oh, yeah, that's actually the way it's supposed to happen. So I kind of want to do that in the live stream if we can. It would help if I selected a scenario, so people can actually select some ships there.
Oh, I was about to say, like, I can't select my ship!
Yeah, that'd be a problem, wouldn't it?
Also, the audio sounds good.
Okay,
We're on
good.
about a minute delay.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Just, giving you the details.
No, you're right, but it's nature of streaming.
It's not always the same. That's the
No.
weird part. Sometimes
Well,
it's like 15 seconds.
yeah, I don't understand why it's that delayed. I mean, I'm looking between my screen and the laptop, and then I know it's streaming from there, but it shouldn't be that bad. So, all right, Jordan, you're on the ball today, if you know what I mean. On the there you go. Meaning we need you to really do the thing. And I got my
The thing, huh?
the thing. Yes, actually
Me and
making,
Julie.
huh?
Said me and Julie.
Something like that. Yeah, you need to actually get the whole
Right,
get
well,
the
let's
builder
go to the
bot there.
navigation screen.
Yeah, that's what we're doing there.
There's nothing
No,
else
you
to
gotta get the whole
introduce.
city going before the enemy does, because yeah, he will eat us alive. Because yeah, I think the only thing that saved us last time is the ship that they built was so horrendously badly designed that I don't think it had. I'm not even sure if it had weapons on it.
Buddy entered your channel.
Hello.
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 Ah, Fortune's an ogre.
Well, we did just start. We can probably stop again.
Being fashionably late. I'll restart ogre when you tell me that you're ready to do so. But in the meantime, I can show the live studio audience what I've been working on this past couple weeks. Much to probably everybody's chagrin. So let me go into while Jordan's actually building the city.
Sure is doing that.
Yeah. So these graphics are awful, meaning what I'm about to show you, because they're massive placeholders. So that's my disclaimer on that one. That it's really, I'm building it to try to make it function, and then Paul will do his magic and actually make it look like something.
I'm joining in as well.
Okay.
I am ready to join.
Okay. So what I have here is my first prototype, and it is a prototype. It's not really fully functional. of the quick designer, the quick all designer. So I mean, the background has to be more opaque so you can't see through it as much as we are currently. But the idea is that you sit here, you go, okay, I want to add an item. Let's have it be, the Orion Mark 1. It gives you the stuff here, what it is. You can make it like, heavy or turreted or not, as the case may be. And you keep on adding more stuff. So I'm going to add a cockpit. There's the cockpit. I'm going to add, I don't know, this is going to be my armor I'm going to use. Now, we don't have much selection here because I can change it out to, just a reactor or whatever.
Okay, question. I am trying to join. I select
Well, you
our...
can't join
You can't
mid-game.
join. It walls you out, Paul. We started a while ago, and once we start, you can't get in unless the War Master opens the window for you.
Okay,
so when we let Ogre in, we'll let him in, and then we'll let you in at the same time.
All right.
So back to the demonstration that I was doing. And so the idea here is that you can say, okay, now this isn't hooked up yet, but the idea is that you can change the number of it. It's like, okay, I want 5 Orion lasers, and it'll show you whether it's a laser, it's turreted, or what's going on with it. Same thing with the fuel cells, same thing with like the thrusters and such, I can sit there and add more thrusters in just for ha-has, But the point is that you can quickly add these things in, and then, hit apply, and it will actually make the whole ship for you. These things are kind of going a little more wonky than I expected, but, hey. And it works to a point. It's not ready yet. It'll be ready by next time. But the idea is a very quick way of just a general overview of what you want to have. And that's the idea, is so that we can actually just very quickly design a ship. Now, admittedly, I can sit here and do the same kind of thing. I can sit here and go, okay, I want these engines, and I want like 100% power, and I want it beam, and I want it, and that's actually kind of it, actually. I like to auto-build it. Poof. I now have a full-blown ship. If I go here, I can see the items here. If I go out here, of course, because I've never selected an actual thing, I never placed it. But this guy actually would be viable if I'd actually selected a hull first. But there's nothing saying I can't place the actual guns on this guy. And I guess I want that guy. Sorry. There we go. And now I can save. And now, technically, if I go into the factory screen, the design should be here, which it is. So actually, here's the layout of what the design actually has. I don't think Jordan's built a... actually, probably... No, because you haven't built a factory yet. But
factory is like 5th or 6th building.
Yeah. So, but the idea is that you can do a little more custom, just going, please AI, please mercifully make a decent ship for me. This gives you a lot more control over that, and you can kind of get a better feel for it. I wish I had it running for this week. I don't, but I just want to kind of do a quick demonstration that it was actually there. It will look better, trust me on that. Again, we just weren't quite ready for that yet. So, that's kind of what's going on there. So I know Paul and Ogre want to join in. So we will restart.
I built too close to the terrain line anyway.
That's fine, I understand that.
So I wanted to restart anyway, because I did a dumb.
Woohoo!
I forgot to check the lines before I started building.
Okay. Let's see if I can just get it now. I should probably mark you, shouldn't I? About power.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I got you?
Yep.
Okay, oh well. Not enough to actually make you go boom. I was actually thinking of actually adding a camera feed in, so that I could switch back and forth to everybody's perspective.
Oh, yes, gotcha.
Yeah. There's really not much left to you, but you did hurt me a little bit. Okay, so I'll quit out, and we can restart the server. Alright, I'll quit. And... here we go.
Also, with the fixes we did, I load my graphics much faster now.
Yes, that's a good thing. You went from what, like...
minute 20 or more to, how to say, Honestly, I wasn't actually counting today. I was just like, oh, it's done.
Yep. I think it's like down to like 30 to 40 seconds for you or something like that or less.
About 40 was when I was timing it.
Yeah. All right, so host is up. Now here I'll actually do planetary builder bot. Yeah, well the big thing is what was happening with Jordan. Jordan has a Xeon machine with lots of cores.
Hmm.
It's a quad core. The problem is it's not hyper-threaded, and so the operating system won't actually tell you whether the CPU is actually hyper-threaded or not. You actually have to, you can inquire what the name of the CPU is, but then you have to look it up against a table to see whether it's hyper-threaded or not, which is kind of dumb. And so what my code does is it purposely skips every other core because it knows that with a hyper-threaded system that, you know, each core ends up being 2 threads. So it simulates that they're extra CPUs even though they're not. And so that's the problem. Let me select the ship. Who wants to be War Master? If not, I'll just be it and be done with it. That's not what I'm testing anyway. Okay. Is everybody in? It looks like everybody's in. Alright, here we go.
Once again, with feeling.
Something like that. So, pew 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 is right. I don't know what I was talking about. I'm glad everybody else was paying attention too.
Sorry, we're in, so I'm in focus mode.
Yeah, no, I hear you. So, if it makes a difference, we did actually fix the problem that we came up last week with the frame rate dropping through the floor. So that should not happen again. That, of course, we'll have to find out. But Matt and I, like I said, we did actually build some fleets earlier today, and we got them to go kill, and that worked out pretty well. Doesn't mean everything's gonna be perfect, but hey, it's a start point. So while I'm doing that, I will. You can see they're already building off in the distance there. Let's see how we're doing.
I'm gonna go position myself by their builder bot, just see what they're doing.
All right. Like I said, in a normal game, we wouldn't have weapons, but the best we could do is constantly ram the builder bot away from what's building.
I do not know where I sent that builder bot, so I'm gonna give it a new order.
He already built the reactor.
Fuck, did he go?
Double click on the builder bot button, will automatically center. So I'm up here.
I mean, I can find him in the nav screen.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm just not certain where he went in the sim screen.
I see him. I'm watching him in the sim screen, actually.
Oh, there he is. I passed him. Okay. I must have been watching something else. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. I know your girlfriend's home, but still.
Alright, you.
Uh-huh. Nice placement.
I'm just going to grab my ship and tell it to come back over here.
Yeah, if it's already been ordered, it's going to go off on its own, because as soon as you go back on the nav screen, it's going to think it needs to go somewhere else. You can always tell it to go attack things. Okay.
Love that research center built right on top of the reactor.
Yeah, I gotta do something about that. What else is new?
No, it's compact.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. All right, so am I doing the research?
No, I got it. I was just reorienting my stuff. I'm just waiting for the second center to be done.
I accidentally did 2 things at once. That's okay. All right, I'll do refineries. For those watching, you can actually tell multiple research centers to do the same research at the same time. And you go, well, why would you want to do that? Well, the other ones actually lower the timing, but these things are first tier 0 research centers, so they don't actually add to each other. So right now you wouldn't want to. So he's right about that. So you're doing all the research there.
Yep.
Alright, I'll pop back out.
Okay.
So we can go over there and see what the enemy base is doing. Should probably move this up here a little more.
I mean, it may be putting things on top of things, but at least it's still putting them roughly where I told them to. Like that's not quite what I said, but it's close.
Fair enough, fair enough. It should be better, but yeah. It'll eventually be accurate. I just gotta fix... There's still a train issue, and I gotta fix it. I know that. But it's not game-breaking, so I don't do much with it.
Also, I need more. I'm probably gonna need more money soon.
Oh, I am the War Master. I'm neglecting my duties. You're 100% right. Although, positioning my ship right above their base so they can shoot me when they get turrets is probably not the brightest idea. They have a factory up, but they don't have any resources up other than mining, I think.
Ambitious.
Yeah, considering they have no money. Okay, so... Oh, one of the things I'm not sure that was actually indicated before. If you look at my screen, the icon for the research center
saw that.
is glowing blue and bigger and back and stuff like that.
Everybody praise Matt because that's really cool.
Yes, that's from Matt. Actually, the same thing with the factory screen, and it's brown when something's produced. So we'll hopefully see that very soon. So I have to rebudget everything, which I did not do. There's no rebudgeting because we have no resources.
Frozen.
I crashed. Give me
Yeah.
one quick moment to record
Same.
where.
Crash.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same.
This doesn't take me 2 minutes to get back in anymore.
No. I really come back in, but Matt would like to know what ate itself.
No, research info struct.
What is with all that? This is very wacky.
In, final link installation.
Oh, should I be able to delete Jordan's mail?
I think so. I don't think I limited that.
Okay, because I'm the War Master, I'm not sure that really should work that way. But in any case,
You read my mail, I read everybody's mail.
yeah, there you go. You did forget the mine, you know.
I didn't forget the mine. It was in the process of building.
Ah.
I choose to build 2 research centers. That means the builder doesn't have enough money to make the mine quickly.
Yeah, but we got a
But-
refinery up, though.
Yes, I can do one of each building, or I can get 2 research centers immediately and start pounding through research and take a little longer on the mine.
I guess. Alright.
I just joined back in.
This is the strategic choice I choose to make.
Yes. So, Matt, did you exit out? Did you record where it ate itself?
Yes, I am, making notes now, but I did exit out.
Okay, because someone's pausing the system. There we go.
Yeah, I just crashed out after rejoining. Sorry.
Can anybody rejoin, or is it...
I've rejoined. I'm in.
Alright, so everybody else try to rejoin if you're not in the game again. I mean, there shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. Game's loading.
Oh boy, he's already got fighters up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. That's a problem. I think you're really
I
lucky
mean,
because
what kind of
I-
fighters are they?
I just got back in and already the game locked up on me. Yeah.
yeah, so I've noticed. I mean, Paul, I don't know
Crash.
what's with your machine that of all the people that play, you're the one that always seems to have problems.
Am I? I mean, this seems like the first time that I specifically have a problem. You want me to like reboot and try again?
Well, I mean, it's happened the last couple of streams. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. I don't have my VPNs running, so I don't know what the issue would be.
IFF is I know the IFF's still screwed. It's just a note. It's changing rapidly.
Yeah. Yeah. One, they're definitely active. Two, yeah.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to start killing, that'd be cool.
I have my sound turned up. But yeah, no, this is definitely
Will I just hold back then?
No, you can try to rejoin. I don't understand why you're having the problems you're having. You did
I
update.
got back in successfully. It could be a timing issue of
I
when
guess.
you hit. That seems to be happening still occasionally.
We gotta track
So
that
when you kill
down.
them, it's actually easiest if you just completely destroy them.
There we go.
Okay, rejoining, selecting server. Waiting for like the graphics to load up. Okay, connect. There's the lobby. Here I am. I have no reactor.
Well, meaning your ship is blown out, you mean?
Yup.
Well, that's not a being able to connect. That's just something else going wrong.
No, it's still running. I can see my ship, my self-damaged indicator, like rotating and how I'm blown to smithereens. Basically, well, not completely, but
You make it wish you were.
yeah.
Oh, something. Oh man, they're getting me, man. They almost got me completely. Oh, took out his reactor. He's now just dead weight. There's not much left of him. Yeah, we definitely need NAT control over here. I want to blow him up and just.
Am I really completely out of money already? Buildbot's just not building.
That's because you didn't build a mine, dude.
Mine's done.
All right, well let me go in the asset screen. I'll hike my butt over there and see what you got. All right, that's them. That's us, I guess. All right, so I'll go full tilt that way, or can't I? Hopefully no one's after me. We'll find out.
I think you're clear.
All right.
I just crashed out. I was just looking through the asset screen.
Like I said, Paul, how much memory do you have? What graphics card do you have? I mean, let's like catalog this a little bit here.
I have a GTX 980,
Okay.
and I should have like 16 gigs of RAM.
Well, you have less than that, then that's a problem. I mean, what it would come down to, I really want to figure out, because I've noticed over the past several months, Paul, that usually when something blows up, it's your machine that blows up. And so I would like to know what it is so we can correct it. You know, and
Okay.
because I don't know what it is. So if you notice, no one else is having the problem, but your machine always is. But that doesn't mean that's a false thing. It means that we need to figure out what and why.
Well, I can like run down like the technical specifications.
Yeah, let's not do that
Why?
online, but yes, I
Sure,
would like to know
sure.
later on.
All right.
Okay, so let's look in the asset screen and see what we got here. Okay, you know, we got money. Jordan, you're just dead broke. So I will start stealing people's money and giving it to you.
My personal ship appears to have gone spinning off into the ether at
Yeah,
some point,
that does
and
that.
it is messing with me hard.
I'm gonna reboot and see if that. I don't know. Doesn't.
And
I mean,
I crashed.
I've been present, like for previous playthroughs without a problem.
Like I said, Paul, we'll have a discussion about it offline. How's that?
Very well.
At some point, I guess I accidentally commanded my ship to go somewhere,
All right.
and that's causing problems for me. Is now, I think for me, it's trying to keep track of my ship off in the ether, and also everything else, and it keeps making the terrain go away.
Well, that's a whole different issue.
And I cannot seem to bring my ship back. It has far too much speed.
Well, you can always make a brand new ship and pilot that around. Besides, you stay in the RTS screen anyway.
Well, I mean, every time I come out of the research screen
Oh my
to
God.
the nav
You're
screen,
really
it
far away.
focuses on my ship off somewhere.
Yeah, but you can double click on the builder bot and you go right to where the builder bot is.
That's true. Doesn't fix the terrain disappearance issue.
You're like 670,000 feet away.
Yeah. That's probably going to cause problems once he starts crossing thresholds. But yeah.
Well, I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah, good luck with that. I guess we get a factory out now?
Did they just give up building ships?
Did
I
they?
did ask for a factory. I don't know if it got one. I don't know if it got it.
Well, it's moving now.
There we go. That is not remotely where I told it to be.
Because I just did it, Jordan. I just said it.
Well, I mean, I had already told it to.
Yeah, well, it didn't work.
Because I have no money.
I gave you money.
Then
did
I don't
water
know,
mat?
man.
Did you come back in yet?
Yes, I'm in.
Okay, if you look, you have $2,000.
Cool. Then I'm gonna build some more things. We have one factory. We'll have a few more in a minute.
All right. So since that's what we got, let's go into the factory screen and start. Oh, I never actually designed the ship here. That would help. That would help. Okay, so let's start building stuffage, shall we? And I'm just going to do something real quick. All right. And we want full power because the way Ogre likes it. Now, do we actually have any shields? Yes, we do.
Oh yeah,
I will put shields.
we have lots of things.
All right. It's definitely a thing.
I have been busy.
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I don't know how good or bad this is going to be, but we'll find out. I wouldn't expect this kind of shielding to do very much, but it is what it is. Alright, let's try that. I will auto build this, and I will save it. And I probably screwed up, but we'll find out what I actually have. No, that did beams. Didn't do the shielding the way I liked it, but that's the way it goes. But yeah. So let's go to the factory screen and start cranking some, or not.
Damn,
Oh, there it
crashed
is.
again. I don't know what's up with this. They can get back in quickly.
For the record, I'm just kind of standing by offline. Do you guys want me to stay that way, or should I keep trying to join in?
If you join in and are constantly crashing, then stay offline. But if you join in and you can play, then please do join in.
Okay, then. I'll just join in and then just try to not click anything and interact. See how long I can just observe, spectate, basically.
All right. I mean, it shouldn't be a matter of that, but now I just noticed that the factory or the builder bot just built a new factory there.
Does anybody mind if I possess the ship that just popped out because my own ship got borked and is floating away into the ether?
And I would like to note that the factory icon is now glowing too, as I mentioned before. I take it. I mean, that's what they're being built for. You know, it's all about cranking out more ships for people to do their thing with. You know, if we can get a
All right.
second factory up, other people can start kicking out their own designs. I'm just kicking out what I have.
I'm back inside. My ship is completely destroyed, exploded, wrecked, and I'm just watching the UI go. So
Yeah, well, that's my point. If you want to, you can grab another ship, Paul. Hit
okay,
H, and then
I'm
hit P.
building more factories.
Yep, there's one right there that I just clicked on. And I just hit H. I can hit P, and I can possess it, and I'll go right in. So if I can do that, you can do that. That's what that's there
yeah,
for. It's all about jumping between ships. I can see the builder bot over there grabbing stuff to go build stuff with. So Paul, are you going to do that or no?
I'm cycling through the
You don't have to cycle through. Hit H.
hit H. Okay, just that freighter.
Yes, that's what it is. That's what got built.
Okay, I just hit P.
And I can see you possessed it, so you can start flying around that.
All right, cool. Thank you.
There you go.
Any chance you could build me basically a ship with an Excalibur on it?
All right. What's a Excalibur on it?
Excalibur is the autocannon.
Okay, so you want me to pull out the two weapons that are here. Do we actually have... Is it researched?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, there's an Excalibur. Okay, so I'll pull out these two ships, or these two things.
We also now have the second level of lasers.
Alright. So... I have... Whee! There it goes. And I will go back to the main screen, and I will assign these real quick.
All right, just kind of coasting around in the freighter or freight ship. No problem so far.
Well, I wouldn't expect there to be. Okay, so I am going to put two sets on the nose and save it. And then exit. And technically that should be buildable. If we do we have a secondary factory yet?
It's working on it.
All right. The first factory is no longer building things at Matt, for whatever reason.
Really? It
Yeah,
happened again.
It happened again, so
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the process of building the second factory that causes it?
I don't know. That's an interesting. We weren't able to replicate it with 3 people, remember?
Right.
So it's got to be something 4 or more, maybe.
Well,
should
no,
do a large
I don't
scale.
think we built 2 factories and then we started this is a situation where the factory was building and then
And
he's
then
building
it's-
another one.
Okay, so the factory already had a queue,
Yes.
and then we built another one, and then
Right.
it stopped. Excellent. Okay.
That's something we can test. So,
I broke it.
well, no, we're trying after a certain fashion. We're trying to break it.
Being funny.
Yes. So speaking of breaking it, oh, where's the second factory? You have 1 factory.
It's been being really slow when I tell it to build things lately. Like, I checked my assets. You are correct. I have plenty of money. It's just not doing it.
Or did it acknowledge that it got the command? Because I know sometimes the right mouse button can be a little twisty with it.
I always hit enter for it, and I believe it did. So I will try one more time, see if it does it.
All right, so hold on, let me go to here. Bring the builder bot.
It seems to be getting stuck at the refinery.
I build. I'm gonna try to do it myself. Factory. Yeah. Oh no, it's
now
moving.
it's moving.
It's moving. Of course it's moving. Because I was about to tell it to move. Of course. Alright. I guess it'll tell me when. That's a good question. Should we actually have another thing saying when a building's done? Being built? And what would that be? It wouldn't be the factory, it wouldn't be the research, but how would you know?
That is a good question.
I crashed when I tried to go into the factory screen.
Huh, okay. I'm going to the factory screen and I'm okay. I'm going to try to add, yeah, I've added a, I'm going to add 2 ships of what,
I have
requested.
found 1 crash in the factory screen.
Oh,
already
holy
that I need to look
whatever.
at.
It started up again.
Really?
I am not kidding, it started up again.
Look at that.
What the effing, that's, okay. I definitely think it has to do with the queues being a little wonked.
Yeah, there's definitely. Wow. So what happens? What did you do just before it started again?
He built a factory and I put something into the queue.
Huh.
No, but see, now the second one's not finishing the second ship of them.
Ah, yeah, the second one stopped. I saw that. And the
There's
first
one
one
again.
stopped.
Yeah. Maybe it's because who put it in there? Well, I have money, don't I? That's a good question. Hold on.
That would be interesting. I don't. Oh.
Do I have money? No, I don't. Not enough. That's why it's not building. Because I'm the one putting the queue and I don't have enough money to do it. So, Matt,
Okay.
thank you for your generous donation. I can't take it from you. You have to give it to me. Remember that other bug we found this morning?
Hold
Give
on,
me
no, no, no.
money! Give me money. Your War Master requires money. I need tribute. Oh, so there you go. Now you didn't
It
give me a
started
lot.
again?
I bet you it is. I bet you it's not a bug, it's a feature. Yep, they're running now.
Yep.
It's just son of a bee. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Welcome to my life with that. Because you don't have enough money to complete the thing, it won't let you do it.
That totally makes sense.
Oh,
Wow.
Perhaps a little message about that though would have been
Yeah.
more helpful.
Yeah.
Because the refined materials, I don't know if that's your money or that's the installation's money. And that would be a big thing of why that's, just have a message saying, pause because lack of funds or something. That would make sense, right?
Yes.
So now I'm
I
seeing
will
everybody's thing. So yeah. So the second
definitely make a note of that.
So like I said, so it's actually operating the way it's supposed to be. Of course, it's not gonna let you build it if you don't have the money to build it.
We also have quite a few ships assembled here. Would somebody like to play with a fleet?
Yeah, we're getting that way, aren't we?
Eventually, that builder bot's gonna build a 3rd factory. I told it to.
Yeah. All right. Now, Adam, your ships are out. It's the red ship that Kathleen built. Has
Yep.
your pulse weapons in it.
Yep, I got one. Thank you.
But yeah, you should actually be able to watch this. You want to see something really raunchy? So I'm going to select a nearby target, which is I don't want to target a stupid box. Give me something a little more interesting than that.
Hey, I just spat out another one.
That should.
I'm gonna make myself a builder bot now. Another
They
builder
don't
bot.
have any other ships. What? That's very strange.
Yeah, I'm noticing it's just a bunch of empty, like targeting. The hexagon is completely empty.
I
so
just
these, like,
told all the
boxes.
ships just go kill their city.
They're moving.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there they go. All right. I'm gonna actually tell them to start killing the turrets because that's what's gonna kill us more than anything else.
Did you hit attack my target or fire at will?
Attack my target. I didn't do fire well. I should probably
Okay.
try that. Okay, we're paused out. Who crashed?
Or froze.
I am not.
No, wait.
Alright, I'm back.
I just pulled out of that.
That was very strange. Okay.
For the record, I didn't change any screens or click on anything. I was just moving around in space.
That's fine. That's fine.
I started firing a turret.
Hmm.
Oh, I hope it's not that bug again.
Ah,
Are you
I guess
kidding
That's
me?
part of why I brought it up.
we'll find out when.
Alright,
our few
Ogre, fire at the
attempts-
turret again. Let's see if it tanks the system again. Still running fine. You firing?
I am.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
not seeing any frame drop here.
So it
Yeah,
probably
it's-
was just saving. Honestly, it's the autosave kicking. Oh, something blew up.
One of the
Yeah.
turrets. The turret I was shooting at.
Isn't that special? So let's see, the fleet won't afterburner because it doesn't know how to, but they're getting there.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of neat, though. I gotta really tell them how to go across the train better. But that's still waiting for the new AI in the system anyway. Now, Paul, you're still in, you're still able to fire, you're still able to do all the rest of that stuff. It's not eating itself, right?
Yep. I can fire. I'm, just swiveling around in place. I can accelerate.
Alright. That box is on the ground, I guess I'll pop.
Yeah, no problems on my end.
Okay. I wonder what... Does it not have a refinery or a mine or something like that? What's preventing it from actually cranking out stuff? It was cranking out stuff before.
It built a ship even.
I thought it built a bunch of them.
I built at least one. Came
I
after
just-
me, so I had to shoot
Just
at it.
froze. I just froze. I was coasting by the
Yep,
enemy
crashed.
city.
Crashed.
Crashed.
Oh, that
Although
was-
I was having a really aggravating problem.
Okay. Well, one thing
which
at a
is,
time. Matt, do you know what crashed? Did you crash?
I did crash.
Okay, now notice you're on pause now. Where's it eating itself?
Bad display list.
Really?
Hmm.
That's memory corruption. That's not good.
I mean, I don't know. That might be related to what I had. I had a unique thing.
It's for a ship, but the ship has no file name. The ship is also the ship stats is also borked.
Okay.
So that would be why it has no display list. But
All right. Well, I guess go out, come back in. But yeah.
But I might be locked out of being able to do any more.
Why?
Because now that there's two builder bots, when I try to double click builder bot to focus on, I have an extremely distant view,
Ah.
and I cannot zoom it back in. It doesn't render everything back in. I can't get close enough in to interact with it any ever again.
Well, guess
Because-
what? I can always kill one of them.
Well, I mean, let's try that.
All right.
But it's, because my ship is off wherever, I have to focus on the builder bot in order to be able to come back. Ooh, crashed out on attempt to rejoin.
Yeah, I'm getting that too now.
Really? Okay. I hear him firing. I mean, I'll go over there and I'll kill one of the other builder bots so you can actually see what you're doing, but... Alright. Let's see what's over here. There's an Atom ship here. Here's one of the builder bots. Okay.
Yep, I have also crashed out on an attempt to rejoin.
Did it say where?
In area draw ship.
Wow, that means that's really one of the graphic systems going crazy then. That's very, 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 very strange.
So
Did it say specifically what's going wrong, or?
One moment. It looks like another ship's that's borked. It's got no file name, no cell name. And you tried to pull the weapons pointer out of it, so it was for an exploding ship. For a pulse. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Excuse me.
that's what it is then. That would
Yeah,
make sense.
there's a
That
bad
makes
pulse.
sense. All right, so now I'm frozen. Okay, I'm back now. It might be an issue with the pulses. That would make a certain level of sense. I thought we kind of fixed all that, but there you go. Alright, Jordan, if it makes you feel any better, I destroyed one of the builder bots.
Let's find out what happens.
Yep.
I am now rejoining.
Now, mind you, this is no challenge at all because the enemy's not actually making any ships for
Yeah, I
whatever
really
reason.
panic built as many factories as I could under the impression that we were about to die.
They had ships out. Maybe that's the first one we did that had ships out. But, you know, you've seen it before where they get, like, inundated us with craziness.
Yeah, they start building ships as soon as they've got
They got
an
ships
engine to put in
really
them.
fast.
But they don't always build ships.
No,
okay
I
if I
can't. I
rejoin?
can't rejoin anymore, Art.
Paul, you can try to rejoin, but I got the
I'm
feeling
gonna
this
try
is
then.
its own wackiness.
I wouldn't mind restarting anyway and reclaiming where my ship is.
That's interesting. One of their turrets is firing missiles at people.
That's awesome.
It's firing missiles?
Yes.
Wow.
So I'm watching it shoot the missiles.
Okay, I'm...
Yeah, those are
Sorry, I
missiles,
just
alright. They're
crashed
tracking.
again.
yeah.
They're definitely tracking. So who's shooting that? Is that you, Adam, that they're shooting that?
I'm not sure.
And I
can't
crashed
get back
trying to join.
Alright.
Yeah, sorry, I'm crashed out. I'm looking at what did it. Give me one moment.
Okay, should we go backwards in time, or should we start from scratch?
I'd like to start from scratch.
I appear to actually be back in the game.
Alright, he's not firing missiles anymore. See if people can get back in.
Relaunching game.
It was one of Adam's ships who was getting hammered. He's very well hammered. He's got no weapons
Oh, hey,
left.
I'm back in.
So is the missiles.
Maybe.
I think it was.
Maybe. Nope.
Really? Okay.
Again.
Alright.
My
I think
ship is-
Jordan broke my game.
And
I
he's
think
firing
it's
at
my
somebody
ship
else
in the
now.
ether.
I don't know who it is, but they're sitting up there.
Selecting server and connecting. And... black screen.
It's not even showing up. Why is it not this? Oops, there we go. And that was Adam's ship that just died.
Okay, yep, that's dead.
And he's nearly dead. Alright, so should we go back in time or from zero? Since he's not actually producing anything. He doesn't have a mine out. No wonder he's not producing anything. I'm looking at his base. He's got a refinery. He's got a factory. Oh, he's got a research center. He's got a warehouse. He's got a reactor and all that, as I said. He has no mine. That's why he's not producing anything. That's why he's not. That's why we're not inundated with ships. So
basically he's using his starting money to produce a bunch of ships.
yeah, and that's the end of it.
The same way I use our starting money to produce a second research center early.
Something like that. All right, someone's paused out because Paul, you paused out. Hello, Paul.
Paul?
I'm guessing so.
I guess so, because it just came back. But that being the case, this is kind of a moot point because this is never going to go anywhere. Alright, so I'll exit the server. and we'll start from scratch. But it kind of was a proof of concept with the fleets going, though. That was the first.
Yep, that was really cool while it lasted.
Well, it lasted. Like I said, when I was with Matt earlier today and we did it, it was far more impressive because then the two fleets were going at it. But since it never bothered to make. Now, what was interesting was I think what stopped. I noticed one of the boxes on the ground actually had RMs in it. So did someone shoot their builder bot? Because it had like 904 RMs, but nothing was being built. So it's like, okay, what happened? That was very strange to me. Because that's what the system said was going on. Alright, server's up. Now, Matt, I hope all the different wackinesses that are going on we can kind of track down.
I'm making notes. Yes.
Okay. Because, yeah.
But it does look like we might be seeing, at least some of this might all be examples of the same thing. Like you said, problem with the pulse could definitely do a bunch of these.
Yeah. That means the pulses aren't being sent across. I mean, they were. We tested it. We did the same thing with missiles, and then now it's not working again. So I was like, okay, what do we change? Maybe it wasn't working as well. Maybe it was worked fine with 2 or 3 clients, but it doesn't work with 5 clients, kind of thing. Who knows? Ogre, you ready?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, man, I should probably pick that stuff, shouldn't I?
Mm-hmm. All right. Everybody in who wants to be in? Paul? Oh, that's right. Paul disappeared.
Sorry, my brother came in and started talking to me about like apartments and stuff. I apologize. I'm not in at the moment.
If you want to be in, now's the time.
Okay, one second. Let me just relaunch.
Yep. Now I'm hoping to get like some sort of epic fleet battle thing going on today. Because there seems to be issues with the pulses, let's shy away from that.
I think, given the way that it's starting to act, I mean, I know we're just starting the live stream, and we may find another thing that's a priority, but I think it might be time to prioritize the AI.
You know, I've been saying that for weeks, but yeah.
Because at this point, we're starting to get to the point where the biggest obstacle is crashing, but the second biggest obstacle, but that's just this week though. This week is way worse than the last few weeks, so it's an outlier.
And I don't
But
understand why we didn't change any of the fundamental underlying things. That's the wacky part.
But the next biggest obstacle is the fact that the enemy AI is an idiot.
Yeah. No, it
And,
is.
we can't have an epic fleet battle with only one side.
Oh no, if they got enough ships.
But then we're just redoing the old scenarios.
Yeah. So we're just waiting on you, Paul.
Sure thing. Sorry about that. Joining. Connecting. Beam ship. Okay, cool.
I gotta fix that.
Sorry about all that.
Alright.
Okay, cool. I'm in.
Yep. Okay. Now let's try this again, and hopefully it won't be sillier. Let's see what he's going to do.
Alrighty. So, once again.
Once onto the breach.
Okay.
Yeah, the nav screen needs some loving again. I've been so much concentrating on other things, it really needs to... Like I said, the zooming on the builder bot makes a certain level of sense, but it probably should just not grab all of them, it should toggle through the ones that exist. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that makes a certain level of sense. Or maybe if you hold shift, it only selects one of them, or control, or whatever. I have stuff like that in the system already anyway, so why not? Stuff like that to kind of make it more friendly-ish.
At some point, you're going to implement one of those classic, if I double-click on this ship, I want to select all of the ships that are like that, and tell them to do something.
Right now, double-clicking centers on things.
Right.
So we'll have to define is that whether we want to keep it or not.
All right. This time, my ship will stay safely tucked right next to BuilderBot. Maybe I am misunderstanding how the system works, but I'm certain that caused at least some of my personal problems in the last attempt.
It's very, very
Was
possible. I see you building stuff here.
Yeah.
Like I said, the nav screen is, I guess, 60% operational. It really should be 100%. I'm not debating that, especially since we're trying to, say, hey, it's an RTS game. But if the RTS sucks, then it's not helping. But it's still being built. Let's face it. Because people like to fly around and kill things, stuff like that, I gotta make sure the shipbuilder is up to snuff. So, what I'll probably do post shipbuilder, the new quick designer, is try to resolve some of the bigger issues in the nav screen, and then probably start working on the AI, as I've been
So I
saying for a
think the
while.
thing with the nav stream comes down to when we're creating stuff, we often find it's easiest to work on the things that we love the most. And you really love space combat, so the sim screen was way easier for you to do.
I have a lot of equations. It also it's been worked on a lot more, obviously.
Right. Versus like the nav screen is sort of like, well, I love RTSs way more than you do.
I do really like our RTSs. I mean, you saw me play Warzone.
I did see you play Warzone.
I didn't get that good from being like not caring about RTSs. It's like anything else in this game. It's a matter of priorities. What do I spend the issues on? Okay, people are saying, well, no one's building ships because it's too complicated for people to do it. It's like, okay, well, then I'm going to come up with a different way of doing it. Ogre and other people don't want to just do the straight AI, do as you will version, which is what kind of is working right now. And no one wants to sit there forever building all the detailed versions of a ship, and I get that. So I'm trying to resolve that, and it's almost done. Give me like another 2 or 3 days, and it'll be running. Graphically, it's going to be horrible until Paul gives me something better. But it'll be doable, if you know what I mean. Then it will be a matter of probably fixing some of the things so that you don't have your ships go off into the ether. Selecting builder bots a little bit nicer so that you can scroll through them a little bit better. Maybe I'll break up the buttons and say left and right, so you have a center, left, right, so you can scroll through it or just select them all. Maybe that's an idea. It's not like it's impossible.
Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry about like getting your duck out for a second.
That's fine. So yeah.
I'm building the refinery now.
Yep.
And that's going to be the end of what the builder bot already has, so it's going to take it a little bit to build that mine.
I think you do the mine first, so there'd be a ready-made store of ore for it. I guess.
I found just trying this in the past that it can build a mine. It can build. Obviously it can build a refinery or a mine without the full infrastructure, but it has an easier time and a faster time building a mine when it's out of resources than building a refinery.
Okay, fair enough. That's
I don't know the exact numbers. It's just what I've found.
Realistically, what I have not
just costs less.
Realistically, what I have not done is to put the costs of all these different buildings, because you really don't know what the costs are.
I don't. I'm assuming that it's because one of them costs less than the other.
Yeah, I mean, there is listed in the research screen, but that doesn't help you. You have to go look it up. Whereas you really should know what it is when you go decide to build something. That's part of the decision-making process. So I should put it on the screen what the costs are.
The mine and the refinery both cost the same. The reason why it's easier to build a refinery is because what happens, I'm assuming, is after you build a refinery, when you go to build the mine, is when the builder bot goes, hey, I don't have enough resources. Okay, I'm going to mine some ore. It then mines the ore, and then the ore goes to the refinery to turn into RMs.
Right. That makes sense.
Versus if you build a mine, it goes, okay, then he has to do the refining process itself. So it's more efficient at doing the mining than it is at doing the refining.
There you go. That makes a lot of sense, so I'm kind of glad it's like that.
It's not, but that's okay. See, he's got turrets already, and he's going to shoot at me, and I better get the bloody blue blazes out of here.
If it has turrets already,
yeah, it has turrets,
then it's got to be missing something.
No, it's just the order decided to do it in. It's definitely missing something. Don't get me wrong. The problem is it's going to spend a lot of time making turrets and it's got missiles. So I guess you change the missile damage again, because now it's whoever's above the enemy base is getting shot by missiles, and it's probably already got their butt blown off.
Missiles are actually
bit.
considerably weaker.
I don't think Ogre agrees.
They're also
Right.
they're also faster.
Oh, that's what's coming at me.
Mine's done. I could use a budget increase, but I'm going to build another reactor, and then I'm going to start on factories.
Oh, that's what I gotta do.
So at this level, you basically
Yeah.
once they fire missiles at you, you got 8 seconds to outrun them before they disappear.
All right, Jordan, let me start giving you money here. There's not that much money to be had, and you must have just gotten the mine up.
Yeah, the mine just finished. I'm
Well,
saying,
yeah,
I'm saying increasing my take of the money.
yeah. All right, I'll change that. So, what are you at?
I know, well, you should just letting Ernest do it.
Yeah, someone else is usually doing this. I'm not usually doing
But-
this.
Ernest is busy putting out fires from the sound of that message.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, so you got more money now.
Cool.
I'm
So,
gonna attack their turrets.
all right, I'm gonna steal money from Paul and give it to Jordan. There you
Take that, Paul. Dad loves me more.
go.
Crash the desktop.
Yeah, I just
Oh.
froze.
Same.
Yeah, I just crashed.
Crashed.
It's the transfer again. What the ever loving.
What we're learning here is economics is complicated,
Yeah, something like that.
according to top voodoo economists.
It's trying to create, presumably, the Cube of Evil, and it's not. Oh, yeah. It absolutely is. It's trying to create the Cube of Evil.
Yeah.
It's trying to make a box.
Yep.
And the SIL name got blown out or never set.
What's the Cube of Evil? The Cube of Evil.
The Cube of Evil was basically a Borg cube. It is the name of the model that we're using for the boxes.
Because it's a box.
Okay. Right.
But because you could fly it, it was the Cube of Evil. And the reason why I
Right.
kept it in the game was as a mesh, it has 12 triangles and 8 points. So if I had to debug something that involved meshes, it's very easy to step through 12 versus like several hundred, let alone a few thousand. You know? So
Okay.
the problem is right now, as a matter of fact, I'm going to show it to the
I'm back
viewers, is that when a builder bot is out of resources and tries to build something, it will mine and it will create boxes that hold a different ore in it. So if I hit targeting, for example, you know, this guy's
Attempting to
holding
rejoin.
like 1100 ore, and the builder bot's extracting from one and refining into the other. That's running way too quickly. And this one's gathering RMs, which will eventually be used to build the building. So you can see it climbing up past 500, so you see it drawing from the ore box and putting it into the
Oh.
RM box.
in. Crashed again. Don't know why.
And so that's the Cube of Evil, is these stupid little boxes. And that's okay. Now, Matt, you're in and you're okay, right?
I am not in yet. I had crashed out, and I quit, made my notes. Now I'm about to head back in.
Okay, because if you're crashing, I want to know why, or is the same crashes that were reported before. Because like I said, I want to solve all these.
I'm joining in. Connecting.
I had
So-
joined in. I was starting to do things. I told it to build a factory,
Okay,
and then I crashed out.
fair enough.
Yeah, crashed the moment I just got into the sim screen.
Okay, so Adam, I don't know if we'll be able to do this, but on Thursday, if it's possible, I would like to do some more private testing to see if we can squash some of these. 'Cause I thought we'd pretty much gotten rid of these, and we haven't, evidently.
Yep, all good.
So, yeah, debugging on live streams is exactly the greatest thing in the world, but it's the way it goes.
All right. Should I try to join back in, or are we waiting for Matt to join and crash and see what happens?
That's a good question, Matt.
I am in, and I do not appear to have crashed.
All right,
Okay.
so Jordan, give it a shot. I definitely see
I
that your
live.
builder bot is waiting for stuff.
Yeah. He's always waiting.
So he's grabbing stuff. I'm watching him do it, but the problem
Now I
is,
did crash.
I am crashing on the research screen. Every time I try to go to the research screen and do something, I'm crashing.
okay,
Yep, it's that physical effect again.
PE.
Yep.
Well, that's because the enemy's building. Where? Could you please mark down exactly where it's eating itself, please?
Yes.
I mean, the line number, the whole 9 yards, because I'm sick of that damn thing to be there.
Those of you who may be joining us, it doesn't normally look quite like this.
Something like that. It was pretty stable before, and now it's just going nutsy. What is that? They have ships out. How the blue blazes do they have ships out? And then I'm paused. Who's coming in?
I am like paused. Like I'm in. Looks like I'm in, but the ground hasn't rendered, and I'm just stuck sitting still.
I mean, did you just come back in, or you just?
I hit come in before. It's been sitting like this for 30 seconds, maybe.
All right, then you need to alt-tab kill
Yeah.
it or something. I don't know why it's doing that. So do. Is someone else crash, or you haven't exited out over?
I'm frozen now.
Well,
I'm trying to kill it.
everybody's going to be frozen until Ogre exits.
Hmm.
It was not letting me alt tab. I go control delete.
Okay. Oh,
Now
wow.
you should be good.
For different definitions of good.
Well, yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm back in. People should be moving again.
Hmm.
Although I probably like massively overshot things.
Okay, I'm back in. I'm scared to open the research screen.
Should I try to come back in?
Yeah, you should be able to. And if you crash the research screen, I want to know.
Well, before I do that, I'm gonna queue up another factory.
Yeah, they're. Ow! Oh, you killed them.
About to join back in.
So who killed them? You killed it.
Okay. The research screen is not giving me a problem currently.
Thing is, they make you go. Hmm.
I'm staring at it like an animal that might bite me.
I just came back in to
Has
find
bitten and
myself.
will bite again.
I just came back in to find myself grinding across the friggin' floor of Mars.
Someone told you to eat dirt, and you did.
Anyway, I queued up another factory. I just researched missiles, so we can have missiles if we want.
Well, it seems like missiles and pulses are causing problems right now, so let's not too worry about that too awful much.
Okay,
But he's
then
producing ships, so I mean, now
we
people are
have
keeping
a
them
factory.
down. All right, if we have a factory, should I create a fleet?
I mean, you know what? Why don't I jump into the shipbuilder? Can I figure this out? Is a question. You should also make a ship, Arthur. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a crack and see how if it's something that can be figured out. I'll use the red ship.
All right, then I'll use I'll use the fish ship. Let's why not?
Whee.
I see someone going out there killing things. I'm just gonna make something quick and dirty. All right. So, I know this sounds extremely stupid, and it is. You know how you have the 3 checkboxes to the on the left, the hexagons. What I found is they'll actually finally come in if you click all 3 of them, even though they won't show up, which I still understand why it's not doing that. And then you drag out the parts, it will actually work at that point. And I don't understand why that's true, but there you go. So yeah, this needs some nicety to it. Getting that. So I'm saying beam thing, and we'll do a full-blown auto build, and go. And I didn't put the damn shield down on it. I bet I didn't select this. I bet I didn't select the shield. I betcha. All right, so I'm gonna clear it. All right. All right, let's see if he'll do it. And auto build. And still no shield generator.
I evidently spawned in a good distance away from both cities.
Well,
75,000 unit distance to target.
all right, we have factories, but they didn't save my design, and I crashed.
Hmm.
And I crashed on list gadgets in the factory screen. And highlight OmniGrid.
So to answer the supposition, no, I could not figure it out.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to get the new one up. So that's going to be a lot easier to do. Plus, we're
But
going
I
to have a
really
tutorial
gave
on
it a try.
it. No, I can appreciate that. All right, so
Crash.
well, as I said, the server went down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm tired. I didn't sleep till 6 last night for no reason.
Fair enough. Okay, so I'm going to load in from where we left off.
But it's a real shame because I was trying to rename the ship with one of the new ship names I wrote.
So Arthur, if you crash, should I just exit out and wait for it to be reopened? Because I haven't frozen yet.
Yes, you exit out because it's not going to do anything.
Very well.
I'm like, oh, let's use one of those new names I went to the effort of writing. And I just typed in janitorial staff because I like that one.
Fair enough. Okay, 1.7. All right, server's up. All right. Okay, so we definitely have all this. So yeah, do we have any designs that I have or no? I don't think so. I don't take any of my designs. That's unfortunate.
Alright, I'm back in.
All right.
We have 2 factories now. They're a little on top of each other, but they exist.
Yeah, I guess
I would like turrets, and so I'm going to start building them.
very well. All right, let's see if I can do this again.
Joining in.
Now, why did that work off the bat? That's very strange.
Once again, I've been spawned in 77,000 distances away from the target installation from both cities, basically.
Well, what it
That's
is
because of
is
where you were.
if your ship was moving when you crashed, it'll keep moving.
Oh, that's why. That's okay. That explains
Yeah, that's what
that.
happened to me. It sucks.
Good to know. Good to know.
I mean, if you really work on it, you might be able to come back. I didn't have the time. I had to keep building things.
Mm-hmm. I'm making my way back. There's one bogey coming towards our city.
All right. Do you have any fighters up or anything?
Oh my god, I'm looking at the Twitch. In the Twitch, you did put my new names in.
What are you talking about?
The name, it says Planted Flag.
Ah.
Yep.
I watched 2 ships just face plant each other.
Called a kiss, Adam.
I'm building 4 ships. Alright, someone's shooting at my butt.
For the audience, look, the stuff I do for the game isn't as flashy as what everyone else does, but I'm excited when I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I just write dumb things.
Hey, well, for good or for ill, ships are starting to pop out of the factories.
One of their ships had the nerve to attack me. I had to discipline them.
Yes, evidently. Alright, so that being the case, I'm going to tell these guys to go attack. he's gonna try to come get me.
Alright, is there spare factory space?
Yeah, there should be.
Let me
Ow.
queue up a builder bot.
I don't think so, dude. Die. There you go.
I just realized that like another use for this game engine would be an amazing like immune system simulator game where you can just command like killer T cells to attack germs and just that'd be neat.
Okay then.
Viewers, if you would like to pay us to use this game engine to make the game that Paul just described,
Yep.
Please like and subscribe, right?
Arthur does have a corporate bank account now that you can get in touch with us and give us money.
Uh-huh. Speaking of which, our crowdfunding starts in September 17th, which is about a week, a little over. So yeah. And yes, what we're going to be building is going to be much more stable and much more feature rich than what you're seeing here. This is kind of the start of it. I mean, all these little problems here and there, they'll be stomped out relatively quickly. So Adam, if you have time this Thursday, I'd like to stomp them out.
This is what we can do on what's known as a shoestring budget.
Yeah, it's very shoestringy.
Okay. I made a new build about only to find the first one had vanished off the face of the planet. I guess I'll make another.
Okay.
Who's gonna stop me?
Is it really still around?
Well, I'm now engineless, so
Not Paul is the answer.
Something like that.
Lol.
Well, there are new ships. I mean, we can. It says that they've been built. Here, I'll just grab. I'll start cranking out a bunch of ships. Yeah, Matt, we need a gauge or something like that to sit there and go crazy on these things. So you can say I want to build 20 or 100 of them, or just keep producing.
Yeah,
I just
definitely have
froze.
a note about that. I just crashed.
Yep, crash.
Same.
yeah.
All right, I just loaded up the factory. Was it me?
Something to test.
It is. That'd be unfortunate if it was, but Matt, do you see where
I've
it
got
kills you?
ship stats with no display list
Oh, we're back to that again, are we?
in area draw ship.
All right, I'm gonna have to put an actual trap code for it then. I think that's the better way of handling it rather than what's going on with it. Besides, I thought I had something in there that even says that there's no ship stats that's going to make it anyway. So I don't know. It could just be a corruption and be done with it, and that's what's causing the problem. Maybe I should write code to constantly traipse through the listing to make sure there's no corruption in it. We'll do a performance thing, but at least we'll keep it clean. You know what I mean?
Don't know, man.
Now what's weird is I'm up and running still as a server. So on this end I'm still fine.
All right, attempting to rejoin.
Alright.
I seem to be back in.
Okay. Alright. So our guys should be on their way, I would think. Or not. I have a bunch of fighters, but they're just sort of kind of sitting there. There they go. It's interesting because they're pursuing someone off by themselves. I don't know if that's Ogre.
Quite possibly. I'm rejoining now.
Okay. Yeah, I can see the pause.
Damn,
Ooh,
all
I
those
crashed out.
the friend or foe like identifier is like spazzing out right now.
Yeah, no, they're chasing Ogre.
Is it okay if I possess a ship owned by you, Arthur?
Yeah, you hit H, you can hit P, yes.
Yeah, I'm seeing like hold on. Okay, there we go.
That's gonna touch your shit.
Something like that.
All right then.
The good news, Ogre, is they can't actually catch you. The bad news is you got like about 5 or 6 on your tail.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
sure,
mass
I've broke a
produce some
bunch
of these
already.
ships with my money as well,
What was that?
because I'm sure I have so much money, and we have 3 factories now. So I'm just gonna mass produce some of these ships. So
Yeah.
it is also okay to possess ships owned by Jordan.
Yeah.
As long as they're
Honestly-
the new ship, not my original ship. There, cue some of that up. We have 3 factories now. They're all running.
Ogre, are you able to get back in?
I just froze.
Just joining now. Although,
Hold on, I crashed.
Just to say,
Yep, crashed.
I was about to join. I have not joined yet.
And crash.
They ate your reactor, so it doesn't really matter that much. So you have to go with the new one's Ogre. And it's paused out because of the crashes. Do you know where or same spot, Matt?
Spaceship maintenance, nav proximity
As I have that in, I'll be right back.
is the comment. It's another ship stats that's garbage.
That's probably what's causing the problem. Alright, well, we can all exit out and come back in. Because obviously the garbage is on my end. So you want to do that? I'll go from the last save game.
Or
The Ogre's ship is like well dead to disky. At this point, Ogre, you have no choice but to take one of the new ones. Sure, looks like he wants a piece of me. He's in range. Well, I killed him and then he ran right into my butt. There he goes. Oh, someone else wants me. Oops. Oh, that's interesting. Planted flag, but I see the other ships are in there as null for whatever reason. I wonder if the 2 other ships that were trying to do it. I hate to tell you, Jordan, you have incoming.
Alright. I mean, I have some turrets. I'm
Let's see.
just getting back in now.
Yeah. Are he still trying to get me here? Alright, let's see if we can take him out. I think of a lot of people that are after me, actually. That's not good. Yeah, no, they're all after me. That's nice.
Okay. So, I mean, every ship that I created should be in part of my fleet now, right?
It is, but I, as a War Master, told them all to attack things, but yeah.
Oh, well then, if I have incoming, it's because you're not protecting me.
Well, no, you can still attack. You can still reorder things. There's really nothing for you preventing it from changing.
One moment. That. Oh,
Yeah,
is that where it put that? That's interesting.
okay, rejoining.
Okay.
Yeah, they redirected themselves. I don't know who they're attacking now. I should probably actually some back at base here. He lost interest in me.
Damn, look at all those little red blips.
Yeah, we gotta start cleaning this up. This is kind of what the fleets are about. Yep, he's definitely coming at me now. He's like he's so far out of range. All right, let's see if we can find this one's closer. Oh, see, he's coming after me too.
Alright, well... Unfortunately, I think I'm out of money to produce ships.
Ow, 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 ow. I got my thruster, so I'm dead in the water as it is. So I'm gonna have to go find something I can possess.
There's another one coming out in a second.
Well, I'm gonna take this one.
I should perhaps build some more mines and refineries.
Probably.
Have some money, Jordan.
Thanks,
people
other
can-
dad.
Oh, gods.
I got blowed up.
Well, we have other ships coming out of the factory. Might as well use
Oh,
them.
whoops. Is that you? Damn it.
Ah! Ah! I'm dead now. My guns still work, but my engines I can't fire. Someone drifted into my my crosshairs so I can kill them. Alright. Whose ship did I just steal? I think I just stole your ship, Jordan.
Possible.
Yep, I think it's yours. Oh well. You weren't using it.
Alright,
wasn't.
I'm gonna steal another one of Jordan's ships, and now I'm back.
Yeah, I don't want to steal the builder bot to fly, thank you.
Yeah.
That's not good. I have to make it so you can't just possess the builder bot. I think it's a bad idea. Alright. Yeah, this is getting very bees nesty out here.
Oh, I'm working on our money problem.
It would be a good idea if other people who actually started to put things in the queue, they actually get built.
Just froze.
Yeah, I crashed. Give me a moment.
Yep, crash.
Alright, crash or frozen? Say, I'm frozen, there's a difference.
I
crashed.
crashed.
Crash.
Yeah, CTD.
Same problem with the corrupted ship.
Yep.
Alright, we're gonna really have to see what's going on with that, what's causing that corruption, or at least as a way of preventing it from staying in the system. It's not... Alright, you blew out my engines. Yeah, there are no other ships for me to possess. What the hell? I think I'm possessing a box. That's a bad idea. Help! I'm in the box. Alright, seriously? That's interesting. Somehow I royally screwed myself up. I mean, really badly. I see all the ships back at base. Alright, let's see if I can get... Yeah, I'm all screwied.
I crashed on attempt to rejoin.
I probably would at this point. Alright, I'm gonna quit out. And go for the last save game. Let's see what we got here. Number 14. That means we've been in it for a half hour.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to put, like, better cleansing code in, I guess. So when things kind of go wonky, it can try to autocorrect what went wonky.
Is that like a face cleanse for computers?
Something like that. But I mean, the honest point is it shouldn't happen in the first place, obviously. But yeah. The good news is the load save kind of works pretty well. Oops. It would help if I selected the actual save game. Alright, I'm in. Oh, your local turrets are actually fighting back.
I hope so.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing the purple beams taking out things, actually.
I do not love all my buildings equally. Some of you were born for a purpose.
And they already took out my engines. Alright, so I'm gonna pop to that one. Right, I'm definitely gonna start. Ah! Give me a target.
Well, we have more money incoming now. Oh
That's something.
my.
Rejoining.
What's oh my?
It's all the bad.
Yeah! There's a lot more incoming. Oh wow, there's a steady stream of them too. We were complaining, oh last game, they didn't bother to build anything. What a tragedy.
The problem is the consistency, though. I can't build a strategy based on what this AI might do.
Well, it changes out each time, that's kind of the point.
But the problem is it doesn't consistently make good decisions.
No, it doesn't make good decisions, that's why I want to switch out the AI engine. That's
Because I'm
the
saying,
whole
like, I
point.
can't build a strategy based on an AI that sometimes does nothing at all.
You have 2 builder bots building stuff?
Yeah.
Cool. Because I watched them go over to the refinery and grab stuff.
Yeah. They're building turrets.
Yeah, they're going to need it. I see the turrets firing, but sort of like, oh gods. we're getting housed
Active
here.
passive defense.
Yeah, something like that. Alright. Someone's got me locked on, and then they got me. Yeah, the gnats have teeth. We should probably build the next gen ships because just to have better armor and better everything else, if you know what I mean. How are you? He's right at the edge of my range. Oh, I got him a little bit. Oh, took out his engines. Alright. He's flying around them. Really.
Oh, I think these turrets are firing missiles.
Yeah, that's probably what you, is the best of the stuff you have now. And if they're firing missiles, it's a good thing because they'll hit a lot. The bad thing is they might have other glitches. But, yeah.
I was like, what are
Oh
these
god,
little
they are so firing missiles, and they are so housing things now. Because those missiles are tracking. And I'm watching things explode. Look at this.
You presented me with a problem, and I fixed it.
Something like that.
Oh my god, they're converging. Where is that builder going?
I don't know.
At this point, it's easier to just write rogue builder bots off as a lost cause and build a new one.
I'm just gonna pop this guy right here. There he goes. I'm sort of surprised the AI hasn't started to, like, build other designs already. But, yeah, we haven't seen other wagons.
Okay, I just got paralyzed. Someone took out my engines, and I just possessed one of Arthur's ships, and now I'm just going to go in crazy.
You're just flipping around like crazy?
Yep.
Yeah, there was a... I don't know what's causing that.
We have next level lasers in 1 second.
Okay. I was having that problem before.
Yeah, interesting to note the heads-up display in terms of the throttle gauge, the throttle bar, and the overshoot bar, and the weapons recharge. Though that's not showing up in this little current state of craziness.
It's because you have a divide by zero error, and floats don't crash from that. It just goes crazy. The best suggestion is possess something else or exit out and come back in. I can always.
I just possessed something else, and now it's fine. Okay, cool.
You might possess the missile.
Oh, is that what have happened?
I don't know. I really don't know what happened to you. That's the part of the point of the problem.
Okay, then.
All right.
Oh, another big explosion.
All right. Oh, yeah. I think pot shots at me. Damn it. I mean, I'm looking at all the missiles going out trying to get things. Whoops. I just like... And my target just got gacked by one of your missile turrets. Alright, who crashed? Or is this a save game? A little long for a save game, so who crashed?
Oh, I'm frozen. Let me see here.
Well, we're back, so it might have been you.
Yeah, I'm crashing.
Okay.
Now I crashed.
Same garbage, Matt?
I was already out because of a previous crash, because I tried to make a ship. And when I hit save, it popped. So I can try to rejoin and see what happens.
Please do. Although I'm very paused right now, so I don't know who isn't out.
Okay, I just closed the program.
Yep, now I'm back.
Okay, I came back in, crashed right away.
Is this going on? Should I see, did you actually save your ship, or you don't know?
I don't know. I used Kathleen's red ship model, so if you go into the factory and take a look.
Alright, I'll do that real quick. I'm in the middle of a firefight, but okay, I'll go look. No, it didn't show up over here.
Okay, I guess didn't save it.
Alright. But if that caused the crash, you creating a design, that we did, like I said, we did all this.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, we tested for all this and we fixed it.
Oh. Well, one, apparently my ship is broken.
Yeah, they get that way.
But I crashed on an attempt to rejoin. Like I
Alright.
got in, I saw that my ship was thrusters gone, and then I crashed.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to possess a box. I think that's part of the problem, is we're trying to possess a box. So that's the thing. You shouldn't be able to possess a building, you shouldn't be able to possess a box. So should we exit out and come back in, or...
Let me try coming back in again.
Okay,
Once more.
that's fine. I'm gonna check the factory, because I can't move.
Yep. Nope. Another crash.
Alright,
I went and deleted the ship files so that I would get them fresh with game state,
Okay.
and it didn't work. I mean, I got them, and I think one of them is the one I built, and I think it's killing it.
I can go to the shipbuilder and check. Hold on, do you know what it was called?
Flapper?
Alright. I go select design. Yeah, there's only 07 and 01. I don't have anything from you.
Okay.
So it literally never got here.
Okay.
Because I see the one I did, and I see the one the War Master did. I can bring in what the War Master, meaning the enemy AI, built. And it has this little, very poorly placed gun that somehow came in wonky. It has a single gun. That's what we're up against. Something with a single gun. It's kind of speedy, though. And it says his name is Ludicrous Integrity, evidently.
Ah!
So any new ones?
Yeah.
Doesn't have a lot of armor, but we knew that. But yeah.
Ludicrous Integrity, fun fact if you care, is a reference to something else I'm writing. Because I needed ship names, I'm like, well, I already came up with this one.
Fair enough. Alright, I'll exit out and see if exiting and coming back in helps. Alright, so server's out. Okay, we're up to 18. So let's try that one. And if this is it, then this is it. And we always start all over
I see
again.
what
But...
the error was. I looked in the netlog. Error host ship has no AI, but sending machine says there is.
Oh, that's a problem. Okay. That would do it too.
For the less nerdy, what does that mean?
It means that the server thinks that an AI ship is there. It's sending to Matt, and Matt's series of information says, no, this shouldn't have an AI. Which might have happened, honestly, from possession of some of these boxes, which shouldn't happen. Alright, so I'm back in. I can't move because I... It's interesting. I'm increasing and decreasing my throttle, and because I very rarely see the green, because it usually catches up, I can't move. I can fire, but my engines are blown out. So yeah. And all that's really available for me to... Oh, I can possess this one. Boink. Alright. There's the ground Monty. Okay. Can people get in?
Rejoining.
Okay. All right. Their main fleet is off doing things, evidently. It's probably not a good idea.
I have to pick a ship that I own, or something that I can possess. P. Alright, where am I?
Well, it should be back at the factory, I think, depending. Alright, I'm going to start cranking up more ships because we desperately need it. So still a problem there because the other ships I was trying to build didn't. Now the whole system's paused again.
Yeah, it kind of glitched out when I tried to join the lobby, so now it's closed.
But can everybody else get in?
I'm in. I'm just trying to bring a ship back to the. Oh, now I'm paused.
Sorry, crashed again. Hold on.
I was trying to bring a ship back to the main area so that I could have an easier time.
Mhm.
But because at this point, like, when you have more than one builder bot, you need to have your main ship that you're currently possessing in the city, or you'll never be able to do anything.
Fair enough.
Because there's no fast. At the very least, we need a fast button for a center on facility.
That's what the save view kind of thing's supposed to be about, but I don't think I ever got implemented. Oh, this is what I get for sitting out here because I'm sitting here and I'm getting killed while I'm in the factory screen building stuff. So something decided it would be a good idea to take a pot shot at me. And took out one of my weapons.
Haven't you told them you created them?
Well, technically the AI created them. It was kind of like creation by proxy. You know, for one weapon they hurt real bad. That's the end of me.
Attempting to rejoin.
Yeah, Paul, you possessed an ore box. Because I went to go through, you said, "Oh, I can possess. Oh, I can possess. What's that? Oh, it's an ore box containing 4 units. That's nice." And it says owned by Paul. The only way that was going to happen is if you possess the stupid thing. So there you go.
Doy.
The question is this my city or the enemy city? Oh, okay, this is our city.
That's nice. I'm just bouncing off the ground because...
Okay.
There we go. I can possess something.
I'm back in the city.
You're back in the saddle again.
He's back.
Where? I don't even know where my builders are. Ah, can't do that.
What's the command to pick another near you? Pilot?
I would hit H to make sure you're not possessing a box, because that seems to be a problem. Other than that, then hit P. But you can have other buttons assigned to like quickly possess things rather than going through that.
Status. RM containing 0 units.
That's a box. You don't want to go in there. Just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Not going to.
Okay.
Hitting H, I only have 2 options.
All right.
Box, Jordan's filler rod.
Oh.
You just cycle through them until you find something.
You can hold down Control and then use either left or right apostrophe, and you can get them. And you'll find a bunch of Lord Arts that are open. Because that will cycle through all the friendlies.
Okay, yeah,
hold
because
down Chris.
it was only given to 2.
Yeah, well, because of the 2 closest, the one that was a... So I have to say, don't possess the builder bot and don't possess the stupid boxes. That is a thing. There are news not to possess the buildings, but yeah. So there's another thing for the notes. It's quick and easy to do. It's just... Wow, that's a lot of guys. That's a lot of guys. That is so a lot of guys. Holy! You got
Yeah,
like
really is.
over a dozen. They don't like you.
Wow. Mine, got to pick another one.
Yeah, no, it didn't last long, did it? Because we're the same, like, one-fly ship. Oh, man. This is... Yeah, I'm dead already. So I hope someone's going to the factory screen and building their own ships and using their own money for it, because that's kind of the point.
I
I'm
sure
trying
am.
to.
Let's see who's
I
not
just
been using
queued
their
up
money.
4 ships in each factory.
Yeah, so Matt's got a stupid amount of money. Ogre's got a lot of money. He's got 12 grand. Jordan's got a lot of money.
Jordan's gonna use all that money, I promise you.
I'm sure you are. Jordan's got a brand new bag.
But there's also a lot of ships floating above the factories.
Yeah.
Huh.
We should actually get them to go do something for us, you know?
I just saw a builder bot get like eaten.
Okay, so how do I build something in here?
You obviously go into the factory screen, you left click on the Mars and then the city, and then you should see all three factories in this case. You click on them individually, you should see a queue show up. Someone has eaten the queue, but you can
Alright, I
drag your
just
own.
told all ships to fire at will.
Okay.
They're moving.
The good news is one of the queues will be done in about a minute and a half, but yeah. But you can always possess some of those that are coming out, since we're cranking out ships here. So that first the first factory ogre, looks like it is starting to have some space.
I'm guessing my turrets ran out of missiles.
They don't run out of missiles.
Of course, I crashed out again.
Yeah, it crashed because I tried to save a ship.
Is that what it's really about? All right, let me see if I can go see your ship, Matt. So
It
select.
was penetrating force. It was another one of Kathleen's red
It's
ship
not there.
hull.
It never got here.
The hell, man.
I don't know. And that was working. That's what ticks me off about all this.
Unless it's just something that I'm not, because I know I don't have a complete handle on the ship builder. It might just be something that I'm not setting that
I
is.
doubt it. I have no engines on the one I'm trying here. Well, that guy died very quickly. That pig. All right, run away!
Oh, those are missiles floating around our base, just kind of floating away.
They're missiles? They should have a lifespan.
I mean, perhaps they do, but they haven't exceeded it yet. I guess they ran out of target. I'm guessing they fired missiles, but then all their targets died. And now they're just sitting there.
They shouldn't. That's not how
Yeah,
they
they got
work.
like an 8-second lifespan.
A what?
They have an 8-second lifespan.
Well, okay, but I see missiles.
I see missiles. I see that.
You can say that all you want, but I'm staring at one.
I'm sure you are. You're stuck on the terrain, so you're easy pickings. You're gonna die now. And such. There we go. It'll be pretty sweet once this thing actually isn't as crashy, but we should have a lot of ships coming out of the factories, though. So I mean, picking up what you want shouldn't be too awful or hard to do.
We do.
It's getting very busy out there. I am definitely crunchy. I think. So at this point, you can't design anything unless I design something, and then you get it, and then. So should I design something better, and then we get something
Yes.
a little more less crunchy? All right, I'll go into the nav screen, and I'll start to build something less crunchy. And let's see whether or not that causes the problem. So I'll build something a little bit bigger.
Crashed.
I just froze.
Yep, froze.
All right, well, I'm
Crashed.
freezing.
I'm still in.
I crashed.
Matt, same problem?
I'm in. I don't seem to be having any problems.
All right, well,
For once.
there's your answer then. We still have the base thrusters, the base. Oh, we do have better reactors. Um, Alright. And we want full power, because we're that way. A little bit speedier than to normal, because why not? And yeah. And we want a beam. And we want a little on the armor side, I think.
Attempting to join back in.
Okay. Alright, and yeah. Let's see what happens now. Auto build. Oh my gods. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Oh my gods. Let's see if this can actually be built.
All right, let me.
Oh gods.
Damn.
It's built. Go for it.
Hmm?
Oh, and the name is Horror Babylon, of course. So it's there for you, Ogre.
Combat value 23,000.
Yes. You asked for it, Ogre. Oh my effing gods.
What have you done?
Oh, it crashed. Oh, why did it crash? It crashed in the factory.
I was building more of them.
Ogre was excited.
Were we about to have an abomination to play with?
Yes, yes, we were.
So you're
my
crashed,
gods.
Arthur?
Yeah, I'm crashed, unfortunately.
Okay. As a note, for the past few minutes, I've been really fighting with the nav screen.
I bet you have. I apologize. We will have to talk about what's causing the problem, though. So
it's just like-
OGO
it
specific
seems like
design ate itself. Oh, by the
Once
way.
the
Yeah, I
once
have a
the
note
screen
about
got
that. I need to investigate it.
Okay.
once the screen got full of stuff, it started jittering around.
Okay. Well,
Right.
that's a performance thing. That's
Should I
different.
just quit out then if you're like crashed?
Yeah. I'm gonna see. I don't think it saved that design, so I have to rebuild that design. But yeah, that was kind of epic, though. It had to have like 30 guns.
Your
It
design
was.
destroyed the game.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. See, 24. Okay. No, that was. It was kind of epic. There had to have been like 30 guns on it. It was big. It really was big. Like I said, the combat value 23,000. I was not kidding. It's like, oh, Ogre wants me to build something big. Okay. Da. Oh boy. A little bit bigger than I thought, but yeah. Yeah, no, that was something. That was something special. Okay, so I'm in and I'm up. Let's see what is actually here. Okay, no, it did not save the design. I will go and see if I can make the monstrosity again. So hold on. That was
Should
kind
be a
of
ship
that was
name
kind
all
of
on its
epic.
own.
Yeah. All
The
right.
monstrosity should be a ship name all on its own.
Yeah.
There is one. It's called Be Monstrous.
Oh, okay, cool.
No, sorry, it's Basement Monster. That's right.
Ah,
No, it was just very wrong on so many levels of what I had built. Part of me felt ashamed, and then I wasn't.
rejoining.
Yeah.
Joining.
All right. Let's see here. This is going to be interesting. Now, let's see what this does for us. And I want full power because I know how Ogre likes to roll. Three. Alright, so we're looking for hydrogen fuel cells and blah blah blah. And build the abomination. Okay. Alright, let's save it. Let's see what it's like. Yeah, well, it's not quite as an abomination before, but it's good. It's better shields.
So should I be able to go in and build better and build more abominations?
Possibly. And this is called Scrap Machine.
Ooh, what's a Scorpius?
Excuse me?
You probably
It's a new
don't
weapon.
bother. You probably don't want to bother with that yet. It's essentially meant to be used as a point defense turret. The problem is without the code to make it sort of fire on its own at missiles. It's just basically a weaker laser.
Gotcha.
I see people are building up on the different things.
Yeah, it does less damage, has less range, but it can be turreted, and it's kind of meant to be basically like a cheaper alternative for basically point defense.
How many refined materials do these need?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Hold
Well, no,
on.
I'm wondering how many I could build with the store I have.
Cost 3,500.
Okay.
So yeah.
But it's fun watching all those purple lasers go across our base.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I have no idea how anyone can have purple lasers yet.
I don't know.
Like it should be either basically like you should be like red lasers or maybe like yellow lasers or possibly green lasers, but there should be no
I
purple
think the
lasers.
turrets have always used purple lasers. It might just be their asset.
It just might come out that way. It shouldn't work that way, but yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into it. But I definitely seen the purple lasers when they're firing, don't get me wrong. Now, my question, I guess, is, Matt, as a possible addition, you know how when you hover over the different things that are being built, it says what it is?
Yeah.
It might behoove us to say what the cost is, more importantly, who ordered it.
Gotcha.
So we can say, oh, this is Ogre's, this is mine, this is whatever. You know what I mean?
No, that was once Paul gives us the new backdrop for the factory icons.
Yep.
I was going to move on to all of the rest of the icons on the factory screen.
Okay.
Do you mean those?
Because I know
those
there's information we want for all of them.
hexagonal backdrops?
Yes.
Yes.
I think those should be committed. Actually,
Oh, okay. I will
Yes.
take a look at those.
in the concept art factory screen folder.
All right.
Sigh, I crashed going back into the factory screen to see how long I had on my ships.
Crashing. Always crashing.
Let's not, Jordan. Well, if it makes you feel any better, 30 seconds.
So I should be in and be able to get a ship.
Something like that. And actually, 3 of them should pop out roughly at the same time. I'm gonna grab one of them because they kind of look kind of evil. And I think the one I'm piloting is kind of, yeah, I can't move because my engines are blown out. That's the whole thing. Is like my engines are blown out, but I'm just gonna drift to the ether because my reactor's fine. But you know, I can't move because yeah. All right, I'm gonna ship through. There's gotta be a new one by now. Come on, I'm mentioning this new abomination. Oh, hey, something popped out. According to my thing, it's glowing. Oh, yes. Look at the design. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at the guns on this thing. Look how many like turret, power things on the right when you fire the thing too. Oh wow, this is cool. This is definitely a ship that does not give a flying whatever. Alright, I need something to kill, because I want to chance this guy out.
So what we've just done here, is it was a problem, and it sounds like you and Ogre are about to go solve the problem.
Yeah, no,
And
seriously.
we're about to get our victory. So, we had a game. It got, there were hiccups on the way, but like the enemy produced a bunch of ships. We had to produce defenses. We are making way more money now because I've been pumping out, put out some more mines and refineries. And
Alright.
so
Yes.
I've been researching stuff this whole time, and so now we're heading towards a point where we have out-researched the enemy.
Ooh, scary. So if anybody wants other ships, I'm sure they're cranking out by now. Ogre, did you get in yet?
No. There we go. I literally just got in as you were asking.
Okay.
Hmm.
Alright, let's see if we can take on something here. Oh, they're taking pot shots at me.
Buff my engines.
Yep. Well, go grab some of the new ones.
Or I should produce some of these horrifying ships with my money. So did you ever find out if the refinery trails at the top, is that mine or the cities?
I think this
On
is
the factory
cities.
screen.
In the
Oh,
factory screen, that's the cities.
yeah, that should probably have two sets, one for what you have and one yeah, this has an interesting, like, it looks like a sigil. I mean, if you fly this thing, it's kind of impressive layout for all the weapons.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at your screen. That's pretty cool.
That's
Oh.
epic.
Watching Arthur do stuff. Anyway, I queued up one each of more of the what are these ones titled?
Ooh.
Scrap metal, I think, or scrap machine or something.
Oh, that is interesting. I just got into one of the new big ships with the
Yeah.
like devil face looking.
Yeah,
crosshair
now you see what I'm
configuration.
talking about. It's like, oh,
Damn.
that's
Oh, that looks-
impressive.
that looks like
We
some
have to make more of these.
sweet murder.
Who ran out of money
Crash
and that
desktop.
stopped the queues?
Probably me.
Might be me.
All
I
right.
guess is it too much of a pain for you guys to write it so that if somebody is out of money and there's more stuff queued up from people who do have money, it prioritizes the things that
It
that people
actually is
can
in the
make?
code. I'm surprised it's not doing it, but obviously there's a bug in that system, so we'll have to test that out too.
No, my refined materials are actually kicking up. They're not going down.
Yeah, but it has to be over 3,500 or else I can't pull it. How much do you have?
I
According
just
to this,
transferred a bunch.
11,000. I had over 6,000 though.
Okay.
So
I hope it didn't lock up the thing. Oh wow! I just like grazed him and he died horribly. Oh, come here, you. You knew you want some of my lovin'. Oh, jeez. Doesn't take much, does it? Alright, I'm paused.
I crashed.
Okay.
I just joined,
See, here's someone's
and
fine.
now I think I'm crashing.
Oh, come on. You know you want to spread the love on this. Yeah, now it's completely paused out. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have 20 guns. That'll do it. But you see all the independent capacitors on the right there?
yes, they're lovely.
Yeah, isn't it though? Yeah, I agree they should be more compacted and stuff like that, but they're kind of pretty.
It's an impressive thing to see when you're like first getting into the ship. You're like, damn, I have that much.
You know, it's like, oh yeah. And this thing's even not without shield. Yeah, it should have had shields, but it didn't have shields. So I should probably rework it so it has shields, but you get the idea. Also, it didn't pick the better beam weapon. Because these things still seem to be kind of small. They're red still. I thought that was a different thing. So the range on it's not that great. Although, speed-wise, I think it's pretty decent. It's like 400 or so.
Yeah, it's 362 in a straight line.
Yeah. Ah! They cut my engines. No! Alright. Is it just like the only the first ones came out? Really? Alright, I am not answering that.
Tempting to rejoin.
Let's see what's going on over here. Oh, it is actually starting to produce them now. We got another set coming out in a few seconds. I guess it's what I did.
I keep crashing right after I get in.
Okay. Matt, what about you? Alright, how much do I actually have? So, if I go on the asset screen, I have barely enough. That's why it's causing the problems.
Oh, do we still have any ships that look like builder bots? Because I see a bunch of builder bot looking things at the enemy base.
Well, go kill them. I mean, at this point, we might as well destroy their enemy base if we can.
Ah! It took out my engines.
Yeah, I think it's just going to be kind of vulnerable here. Oh. I'm gonna grab one of yours, Ogre.
Adam, I'm going to steal
That's,
one of your
I
ships.
made a bunch, so.
Yep. This should
Go
be.
for it.
Thank you.
Yep. Alright. I'm gonna start. I think it's time to start killing the base. The enemy
Yes.
base, I mean. One, because it's getting late, and two, I think we have to leave now. Let's see if it can survive an onslaught. I mean, these have better armor. I should really put shielding on it, but yeah.
Alright, so what I've learned. I can no longer enter the nav screen.
Really? What
Yep,
happens?
it crashes every time.
That's not good.
So that's 3 times in a row I tried to... I got into the nav screen. This time I was like, okay, maybe I'm doing it too fast. I sat for a sec, and it was all fine. Then I click on the nav screen, and it goes, nope.
Oh my god. It does not take any time to take out the turret.
Perhaps it's just too much stuff going on right now.
It's possible. I mean, I'm well paused. I don't know what
Nav screen crashed for me too.
I'm still playing.
It's a bad display list. The max element count is less than the element count.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad thing.
So there's too many things.
CTD.
Alright, try to come back in, I guess.
Sort of, yeah.
Alright.
Rejoining.
Alright, that... I will say this, with 20 guns, taking out, buildings is really freaking quick.
It would be.
I mean, I literally just bared down on that one thing and it just ate it, like it wasn't even there.
Alright, rejoining.
Yeah, I can tell.
Where am I?
Alright, I want to take out the refinery so they can keep on doing this.
I'm gonna target their factory so they can't crank out any more ships. And I just froze,
Yeah,
and I
froze
crashed.
too.
Froze and crashed.
Oh, there goes this refinery. I guess someone else is joining, and that's what's causing the system. Oh, let's see now.
I bombed out bomb.
You'd love to see that on the replay, though. So, you know how... Whoops, they took out my engine, so I can't do anything. You know how it's a nice, like, weird evil sigil there? I made an evil sigil destruction point on the turret side, and then you saw it go whoosh. So it was kind of
I saw
fun.
that on the replay.
Wasn't that cool, though?
It was pretty cool.
You know, so I was like, oh, wow, okay, there you go, then. Yeah, alright.
Rose, that turret.
Rejoining.
Yep.
How much I rejoin and just grab a ship?
Yeah, no, that's probably a good idea, honestly. We're just gonna take out
Just
their
about
city
dinner
and
time
declare
anyhow.
victory. Yeah, that's what I mean. Everybody's joining is making the whole thing.
Oh, did I just possess a
Pause.
builder bot? Shit.
Don't possess the builder bots.
Okay, now.
Alright,
There
so
we go.
who is
Ah.
crashed? There we go.
Crashed out. I couldn't join. I'll try one more time, but
Took one of your ships, Adam.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put another on the thing 'cause it takes a while for these things to build.
That's a bunch of enemy ships.
Yeah, well, ignore it. Go for the city. That's all I'm doing. With everybody coming in, it's making the whole thing pause out, but I get it. But at least we're not having the crazy, massive pause from shooting at buildings, even with 20 guns. You know?
Yeah. So we try one more time to connect in. Cool. Is there a ship for me to take?
There should be. Oh, yeah. And they took out my engine, so I can't move, but I did take out their mining. So I don't think they're going to be replenishing their stuff anytime soon. I love the sigil that's on the ground, though. Ah, ha, ha! I'm running into their warehouse. It's where that came from. There's definitely a pretty pattern on the ground, I'll say that.
I wonder which direction I need to go. Oh, all those reticles over there, probably.
Probably.
I am in the Doom ship.
Do we have any more? Because mine's already dead. That's what's in the factory screen here.
I'm bringing some more out.
Oh, good. Good man, good man. So I see. Looks like another batch coming out in about 30 seconds, but yeah.
Oh, I crashed.
We know generally where it is and what it is. We just need to figure out why it is, if that makes sense, and fix it. I won't debate that. I was really hoping this would be a lot more stable than it's being, but it was, and then for whatever reason it's not, and I'm not happy about that, so.
Froze.
Okay.
And crashed.
Okay. Firewall.
Oh, crash the desktop.
Well, yeah, we moves in. Let's go for the final run.
This is not a good ship for leaving salvage behind, though.
What do you mean?
Most things
Oh.
I shoot at just explode.
Oh, well, yeah, that's the thing.
This is not a. I would like some samples later. This is a problem. This is a problem eraser. Oh, that should go on the ship list names.
The problem eraser?
Yes. Under
Fair
cap
enough.
ships.
No, you're not wrong.
You see,
That's
that
where
is-
the cities were. Oh my god. I was like, oh, I'm going the wrong direction. And then I turned. Oh god. That's a lot of reticles.
I spawn in and then I am missing my engine. Ah, okay, now I'm in one of the big ones.
It wasn't a big one that I crashed, so it's probably dead by now.
Ah,
Depends
yeah, I
where
just froze.
I'm in the middle of joining.
Yeah. I mean, joining
And
makes the
crash.
whole thing pause, so,
Alright.
alright. Just,
Alright.
I'm having so much trouble getting in now.
yeah. Alright, so whoever's out, stay out for right now. Let the rest of us finish this off, and then we'll fix it.
Alright.
So, are you actually in?
No, unfortunately, I was trying to connect and crashed.
Matt, what happens when you join in?
I had crashed on a bad factory queue.
Oh, that's
And
what's
I
going
didn't-
on?
Well, it was basically whenever I've crashed today, it's either been a crash during a factory queue validation or it's been a bad ship that started. So I didn't even try to come back in after the last time.
Okay.
log back in again if you want. We'll see what happens.
Well, alright. Well, since I'm the only one left here, it's still... How is it still have enough money to crank stuff out? I don't know.
Let you ton of money and put it in.
I guess so. I should destroy their factory. I can. I don't think I can. They're already going to get me. They are not. No. They built a lot of builder bots. Holy wow.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of those.
Yeah, no, that's a thing. That's a thing. It might just be a new ship design. There's something happening with it.
Feeling tempted to design a ship that has like just one really strong laser.
Well, you want to talk to Adam about that.
True. Just one really strong laser and enough like power supply to just keep it going without burning out.
Oh, there goes the factory.
Just surgical precision.
Okay, so what's the takeaway from the day other than, Adam, we have to fix why this is going crazy. I think research-wise it worked. I think we actually got fleets running for once in the multiplayer, meaning on the ground stuff. I mean,
We
so how
definitely
will that
achieved
work?
a game state that we have never seen before.
Where we have crazy evil sigils for destroying things, you mean?
So we're used to a game state where the enemy produces a whole bunch of ships. We've never done it ourselves. And so there was just ships flying around everywhere. It seems like we might have hit the maximum thing counter.
So
And,
yeah.
So we have achieved a game state, meaning it's a whole team situation that we have never been before. We absolutely pushed this game over a cliff. Next we need to build some parachutes.
Something like that, yeah. Alright, so is anybody actually physically in other than myself? I'll take this as a no.
Yeah, I'm crashed out.
I just told all the spare ships to follow me on an attack run. Oops, and then I crashed. That's the end of that. It was doing it, sending the research queue. So evidently it was still researching. So much for that. Okay. Well, we pretty much cut it there anyway. I'll put this on between place so you can see this. Alright.
A little bumpier tonight than usual, but...
Yeah, no, I was very surprised at that. I mean, I really thought that going into this, there would be much more about the fleets going at it and that kind of thing.
But that seems like a natural... From everything you and Matt have talked about and sometimes complained about, it seems like a natural part of coding. Sometimes you change something and it destroys everything and you don't know why.
Pretty much, unfortunately. So yeah, it never designed another ship. That's very surprising. I thought it's usually set that once it gets other things, it gets a new design out. And that didn't happen. Is that usually what ends up happening is every time it researches something new, it designs another ship. So my question is, why didn't it? So maybe some of the stuff I turned off. Okay, well, there it goes. But yeah, no. I enjoyed it. I think that, especially when we got that big evil ship out, I was like, whoa. That's what I'm trying to get to. Remember how I said that, okay, we had like a ship with 4 or 5 guns, and now the second had 20? I just cranked the amount of space up to 300, and that's why I brought up that big of a ship versus like a 50 spaceship. The idea is that to be able to build something that much quicker in that quick design mode versus what I did. So that it can just produce a ship with an obnoxious amount of weaponry on it, because we can.
Right.
There should have been shields on it. I don't know why they didn't appear. Again, I have the feeling that once I get this done, I'll have to spend time doing a lot of debugging. But it's close. I mean, performance-wise, wasn't bad. I mean, yeah, there's crashing. We know what the issue is, meaning we know where it's crashing and know how to fix it yet. But I've been very consciously aware of problems with performance, and we really didn't have that problem. You know, there was a lot of ships out there, both missiles and otherwise, if you know what I mean. And so it wasn't that bad. It wasn't the best in the world. I'm not saying it doesn't need optimizations, because damn well it does, but you know, it wasn't unplayable. Towards the end, when people couldn't get back in, yeah, it was unplayable, but you know,
Took us a little while to get there.
it took us a while to get there. Whatever decided to go, the hell with you guys, you know. Now I still have these save files, which means I can reload in, and we can see where the corruption is.
Excellent.
You know, so even if it's just me as the server, and then Matt comes in, we can debug this. And since Adam was in, Adam can come in, and we can see, okay, where and why is this corruption here?
Now here's a question.
Yeah.
If I hook up a second laptop here,
Yes.
and I change the player name on that laptop
Yes.
to somebody who is in this save game,
Yes.
will it accept that second laptop into the game?
Yes.
Awesome.
As that person, because we have no other ways to do security right now.
Because I suspect we keep testing this with 3 people and having things go well, and then we get in here with like 6 to 8 people, and then we find the problems.
Mhm.
It's got to be some quantity of people above what we've been testing so far
It's very possible.
that's doing it.
I
So
know
if we can,
it exponentially multiplies what the server's putting out. It has to.
yeah.
So every position, every damage, every whatever. There you go. Speaking of which, since you were in there, do you have an error to see whether or not that FA was blank again? Since you're there.
One moment.
Now, more for amusement value, I had turned off the massive amount of debugging I was running. 80 megabyte log, yay.
Oh, well, I've got some ship not found errors as soon as I open up the log.
Well, that's probably why it's having the problems. That's also probably why they're crashing.
I think, as a note,
Mhm.
I still think the AI is a little more important because I'm starting to get tired of it doing dumb things. But I'm also a little tired from a city building perspective of not being able to building new buildings instead of just upgrading them. Because then on the research screen, I've got the first 2 research buildings, Mark 1s, that are basically useless to me.
Okay, that's true.
You know, because they can't do anything quickly enough. But I don't want to make more than 5 facilities because I don't want to flood my screen. And so I just kind of live with it.
Not totally useless. Like if for doing big research, yeah. But if you wanted to do do something like research mods that are lighter weight, that you could research those in a reasonable amount of time.
That is what I was doing, but it'd be better to just have, to just upgrade them. So yes,
Yeah,
they're not
I
totally
agree.
useless, but they were becoming progressively less helpful while taking up the same amount of space.
Well, then that's the thing then. We can probably discuss it more in depth on Monday.
Okay.
But internally, it's not that hard to change the internal numbers. We can come up with a way of doing upgrades. I mean, unfortunately, that's what the building screen would be about. The question is, do we just retag the building as it's under construction and it needs repairs, and therefore you send the builder bot to repair it? In this case, it's just upgrading it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we have to have a control. How do we tell it to upgrade? Do we have a button on the asset screen, which will make Matt kill me? Do we put it on the building screen, which makes the most sense, but that screen doesn't exist right this second? That kind of thing. Because you're not wrong. It's just a matter of that screen doesn't. It kind of quasi exists, but yeah, no. And then is the mechanic, does the building upgrade itself, or does the builder bot come over and shower its love? You know, and what should be the mechanic on that? So yeah, you're
I
not
mean,
wrong.
for the
But there you
builder
go.
bot to come over, you'd have to first design a function that can select a builder bot that is not currently busy, and only one builder bot, and then, give it the command remotely, I guess, to come over and fix it. Anything else is going to be too much of a pain.
We have actually had something for you to actually be able to right click and it will repair a building. So you haven't finished building a building yet, and then you told it to do something else. It can come back to it. That does work, but but you're right. Like I said, we'll have to talk about that. How we're gonna manage that.
Okie doke.
All right. Well, in any case, I do thank everybody for coming. We've been here for what, 2.5 hours, I guess.
Yeah.
That's about normal for this kind of thing. I appreciate everybody coming as usual, and the game is slowly getting better. It's a thing. Hopefully next time we won't have the crashy problems as much as we had this time. We haven't had that kind of problems for a while. It's just very surprising it's coming up now. That's the way it goes. And hopefully the newer ship designer will be more available and we'll start addressing some of the other problems you brought up today. I'm sure Matt and I and everybody else, other people will start talking about how we're going to do this. Again, we have a crowdfunding in a week. On September 17th is when Rank War Master is available on Indiegogo. By no means is this what you're seeing now is the end game of it. This is just sort of the tip of the iceberg of what we're trying to do with this. And I hope people leave their comments and support us in this adventure and trying to make something that hasn't been done before. And I'll hopefully talk to everybody then. In any case, I'll see everybody in 2 weeks.
See ya.
Bye all.
Better.